In today's video, we're gonna talk about the various technical signals that show exhaustion. They reveal that the market as a whole is weakening. This could turn out to be the main catalyst for a sharper correction in our beloved stocks like Tesla and Nvidia, but the big question is what to do about it. Should we panic? Because the market is on the verge of collapsing. This is what we're gonna see in this video. But first, welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan. It is a pleasure to see you guys over here. And yes, we see a few top signals on the broad market. For instance, SPY, you may say, Nathan, yesterday we did trigger a top signal, right? Because yesterday we lost Friday's low, which was a bearish candlestick pattern. Yes, you are totally right. However, if SPY closes below yesterday's low, we're gonna materialize another stronger bearish candlestick pattern called three black crows, which according to Bukowski studies reverse the bullish momentum 78% of the time. So yes, this is gonna be quite a reliable top signal. Of course, the day is not over yet. If we close above yesterday's low, great. I do believe SPY will have some chance to avoid a sharper bearish correction. But by materializing this classic bearish reversal pattern, I do believe we're gonna seek lower levels, potentially losing the support level at $503 over here, rejecting the midterm bullish bias over here. Now, QQQ shares a similar situation. However, here we see a possible bearish chart pattern. For instance, we failed to break the previous top level at 439. Of course, last Friday we did a new record high. That's very good, but we failed to close above this line over here, and this gives us the impression of a false breakout and a possible top signal as well. Here, if we materialize a top level under this resistance line over here, this red line, well, that's gonna be a very problematic situation for QQQ. Tech stocks would correct to lower levels as well, and we're gonna see the broad market correcting, but tech stocks are going to suffer the most in this situation, and a short/midterm pullback would be quite plausible in this scenario. Remember, we are just under the major resistance level at 439, and how this is gonna affect our dear stocks? Well, starting with Tesla over here, Tesla is trying to materialize a top signal as well. However, Tesla almost hit our second target over here by closing this gap at 206. I have set this as my personal second target because according to my own trading methodology, Tesla has triggered multiple buy signals over here around the 180s and even recently below the $200 over here. So yes, to me, according to my style, Tesla is bullish. It is supposed to reach higher levels. And of course, remember, if you do want to trade with me, if you do want to nail reversals with us, join our Telegram channel, because so far we nailed many incredible trades together only this year. 73% win ratio, average risk reward ratio 2.45. So join us, trade professionally, achieve your consistency as a trader with us. We can outperform this market together. The QR code is right here on the left corner of your screen. Now, yes, we almost reached our resistance level, 206, but we are showing some weakness right now. That's quite problematic because by failing in triggering this bullish pivot point, well, Tesla would probably linger around this area between the 203 resistance level, between the 194 support level for a while. So that's quite problematic. Tesla is losing momentum, so we must see a reaction as soon as possible, breaking this pivot point in order for Tesla to materialize a better recovery over here. And honestly, in my humble opinion, I believe that in this scenario, we could see Tesla flying to even higher levels. Now, Nvidia. Unlike Tesla, Nvidia is extremely bullish already. We don't see, Nathan, do we see any top signal over here? No, there is not a single top signal. Nvidia is still extremely bullish. Even if we see a top signal, the $746 is supposed to act as a support level for us. Nathan, what if we lose the 746? Then the 21 EMA on the daily chart over here is gonna be our next support level, and this is it. As long as we don't see any meaningful bearish reversal structure, as long as we don't see any meaningful lower high, lower lows, or possible a bearish reversal structure, chart structure like we see on QQQ, a double top, a head and shoulders, a triple top, a rounded top, etc., well, no bearish reversal will materialize on Nvidia. So Nvidia is still extremely good. It is looking very good. I don't see any dangerous signal on Nvidia. However, I do see on the broad market, especially among the Magnificent Seven over here. For instance, Apple. Yes, Apple is trading around a support level. However, don't you agree that this resembles a head and shoulders chart pattern? And by losing the 180s, we are going to materialize this pattern and probably retest lower support levels. The next technical support level is at 167. That's quite problematic considering that Tesla is such a resilient stock and it is so symbolic for the S&P. This could bring a sharper correction. Microsoft, I'm not going to start talking about Microsoft because here the head and shoulders is even clearer, right? We see crystal clear possible, guys, remember, possible, not triggered yet, head and shoulders chart pattern. When will this pattern get triggered? If Microsoft loses $397. That's the most important support level on Microsoft that defines, that is going to be the real game changer for the bullish bias over here, all right? Because Microsoft is still bullish, but by losing this key point, we are gonna turn bearish, mid-term speaking. Google already lost the support line of this ascending channel. The trend was clearly bullish, but recently we did trigger a lower high, I'm so sorry, we are trying to lose the previous support level, but we did trigger a lower high, lower low recently yesterday. So yes, Google is looking bearish already, and what's more, it is below the 21 EMA on the daily chart. So yes, we are clearly bearish at the moment. Amazon is struggling a lot to break the previous resistance level over here. Just like QQQ, we see possible top signal. Meta is also having a hard time in breaking the previous resistance level at 485. So see, we have many stocks among the Magnificent Seven. All of our stocks, or almost all of our stocks, except for Nvidia, of course, they are trading around important inflection points. Okay, we see critical resistance levels, critical support levels, and they are around all of these turning points. So if we see by any means QQQ losing the 421, I do believe we're gonna materialize a sharper correction on the weekly chart, because 421 is the trigger point of this possible double top chart pattern. And all of our stocks are going to trigger a sharper correction to lower levels, including Apple, Microsoft, Google, Tesla, Nvidia, etc. So 421 is the game changer for QQQ. Tech stocks are gonna face a sharper correction if we see this bearish chart structure materialize. So far, well, so far so good. So far the bullish momentum is still valid. The situation is still under control. So I don't see any particular reason to panic if we drop all the way back to the 21 EMA. If we see Tesla dropping all the way back to the 194 again, I don't see any particular reason to panic, but we must not lose its most important support levels. For instance, Tesla must not lose the 182. By losing the 182, Tesla will probably frustrate all of the bullish chart structures seen over here in the past few weeks. Tesla just reached the support line of this descending channel. So right now is the best time for us to see a recovery and see Tesla retesting the resistance line over here. But by losing the 182, well, I believe Tesla is going to potentially trigger another bearish pivot point on the weekly chart, because it is going to lose a lot of its bullish momentum. It is going to reject the inverse head and shoulders chart pattern over here seen on the daily chart. So these are going to be very problematic signals. So in my humble opinion, only by losing these key points, we're gonna see a real reversal on our beloved stocks. Oh, and by the way, if you are still watching this video and you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Join the Finance Hydra channel because we are here every single day talking about the stock market, updating you guys on Tesla, Nvidia, SPY, QQQ, and many other stocks. We are in this together. We can understand this market together. Now, you may say, Nathan, I bought a few stocks over here, right? Now you may say, Nathan, I bought a few stocks over here and I'm worried about a possible reversal. So only by losing these key points do you believe that we're gonna see reversal, but these key points are quite far away, right? Yes, this is a good thing, right? Because it is gonna be very hard for the indices, it is gonna be very hard for our stocks to materialize an actual bearish reversal. But if you are more if you are starting to get anxious about this situation, do like me and always set a trailing stop gain. All right, if you bought a few stocks over here in the past, well, now would be a very good time for you to set a trailing stop gain. How do you set a trailing stop gain? According to my own trading methodology, of course, I like to set a trailing stop gain under the previous day's low. If we close under the previous day's low, either on the 1 hour chart or on the daily chart, it depends on you. Okay, you may just let the market cash you out, you may just liquidate your positions, and this is it. Call it a day, all right? Of course, you may not do that with your entire position, you may do that with half of your position and then set a stop loss at a lower price level. All right, this is another good strategy. Remember, you don't have to do a hard buy, a hard sell every single time. You can always buy partially, you can always sell partially. Always trade with strategy, my dear friends. For instance, I have a very nice example for you guys. On February 8th over here, I recommended this stock because, well, ignition bar right above the 21 EMA, right after breaking a possible bullish pivot point over here and a rounded bottom as well. So okay, this stock over here broke our initial target. So how do you proceed? Set a trailing stop gain below the previous day's low. Here should be your stop loss after the breakout of our target. Okay, it didn't lose the previous day's low, so reset the stop loss in the next day. Okay, we are still above, so reset your stop loss, your stop gain, I'm so sorry, under the next day's low, and do this continuously until, well, until earnings report, because tomorrow is earnings report, and I always advise selling your stocks before earnings. All right, and since then Iovance Bioscience is giving us a roughly 100% profits. That was a very good trade. So remember, join our Telegram channel to nail amazing reversals like this, to trade with strategy, to trade with intelligence. So far so good. The situation on the broad market is still under control in my humble opinion. We don't see any meaningful top signal materialized. Maybe we never will see one. And even if we see a correction over here, well, if we see SPY, if we see QQQ retesting their 21 EMAs, we may see just another buying opportunity. So if the market actually corrects, I will see this as a good thing in my humble opinion. Of course, a few stocks are gonna suffer more than others, but overall speaking, I believe the outcome will be positive if we see a sharper correction. Again, I'm gonna keep you guys updated every single day on this, so subscribe, click the like button. Thank you very much for your audience, my dear friends. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow.